through the Xbox Games Showcase now. I'm really not sure there's
Oh,
anything interesting at the end of this, but
Sam, you showed me something that I didn't know on this game of the Great
Mhm.
Western Trail, which is that for some reason I assumed you had to use the 3 coin plus 2 movement marker before you use the 3
Yeah.
victory point plus 1 movement marker. As it happens, I've used both of them, so it's okay.
I literally, I mean, I don't actually want the upgrade, but it's victory points and it's the end of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
So
exactly. That's what I was planning on. I was using it. I was planning on using it right for my big New York delivery, which I needed you to get to because I had a New York objective. I've done it. I've managed to get to everywhere other than Pretoria
nice.
and Filton, Kansas. Been a good run. Cool. Anyway, on to the game we're actually playing.
Is Cody with us this week?
He's
oh,
Nah.
I
not.
didn't realise Mr. Shane was here. Thought we were still waiting for Mr. Shane.
Typical Sam.
Must have missed the fact you snuck in.
I snuck in
Um,
literally the same time as you did.
oh, really?
Yeah, because it was
Oh,
Nice.
switching when I logged in, and you were talking as I pressed the button.
Ah, okay.
sorry. I didn't notice it because I went straight onto the Great Western Trail thing, and I didn't notice you were here.
Cool.
Where do we leave off then?
I think this is everyone we have then, because we haven't got Cody. So let's get into it. So last session we had an interesting one. Managed to play in person and had Cormac's actions resolved with the mayor of Whitbury. He decided to not immediately fight every single one of you, just to save the effort there. Um, he decided instead to aid you in your investigation of the town, or more specifically of Aaron's parents' house, where supposedly they had a basement that rituals were being performed in back when Aaron lived there. Um, you were permitted to go investigate, um, at, with help from or with, should we say, a watch from the guards of the town, who went with you to kind of make sure you didn't do anything too sinister. Um, you you went over there, did a bit of an investigate around the house, um, managed to discover, I believe Sean managed to discover the trapdoor, which Aaron seemed to have forgotten where it was, seemed to have blocked it out of his memory. Um, discovered the trapdoor, made your way down into the basement of this quite nice home that had clearly not been used for a decent number of years. Um, made your way down and discovered a number of different things. You got a couple of books, one in a language you could read, which was revealed to be some kind of satanic Bible devoted to Asmodeus and his great deeds. Another which was, unreadable for you. You didn't have any method of reading the language in it. Managed to pocket it and not tell the mayor about it when asked. So you still have that. I believe Shifty has that in his pocket, and the mayor is none the wiser. You found a strange sigil summoning circle kind of style thing in the center of the basement. Um, and Erin, being Erin, put his torso into it, um, which seemed to activate it, seemed to bring it back into some kind of life or working order. Um, it then siphoned some of Erin's life, is the best way to put it, into the sigil, created a couple of creatures, um, oddly resembling in parts um, Aaron's family members, who attacked very, very quickly. decided to set against your group. Um, 1 second, so I'm just fixing the time. There we go. Yeah, set against your group and had a bit of a combat there. The sigil seemed to be healing them throughout. Shifty ran away after the entire basement erupted almost into a fog cloud through a well-timed wild magic surge from your resident sorcerer. Ran off and got the guards, who in turn ran off and got the mayor. Who gave a little bit of light to the investigation and said he would look into what you guys had found. Explained a little bit about the circumstances that he had often found these worships of Asmodeus to be in, and explained how different this situation was and how it wasn't what they had standard seen in terms of the worship for Asmodeus. The sigils were different. The outcome was entirely different, and he wasn't quite sure why, but he was going to look into it. You guys then decided to head off. Just go back to your rooms. You'd been given hotel rooms essentially for the night in some premium lodgings. Erin decided to go back to his home. He has a small flat not too far from there, and decided to go stay there for the night. When he did, in the middle of the night, about 1 a.m., he was talked to, questioned, and had a proposition made in exchange for some information that Erin was after. Asmodeus said he was willing to explain everything that happened with your parents and everything about that if you agreed to do a task for him and return to Israel to pass on a message, which is exactly where we left off. So, Erin, you hear this voice. It asks you again, so do we have a deal? I'll explain everything, but you need to do this for me.
But I don't want you.
You want to know what happened, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if it would be good for me to, like, you know, how hard would it be, and like, what would happen? Like,
No, nothing. You're simply delivering a message.
but I don't know. Uh, I don't know. What is the message?
I can't tell you that unless you agree to take it.
Why? I won't tell anyone the message.
It's of the utmost importance and rather secret. If you agree to take it and to pass it on, that's fine. But if you don't agree, I can't have others knowing it.
I won't tell others.
You would be an other at that point.
Oh. Could I talk to the others about, like, could I say that I need to do something for you, or
How do you think they'll respond to that?
uh I don't know.
Because I'm not sure they'd necessarily feel favourably about me giving you a task, but they don't understand like we do. They don't understand the importance of the things we oversee.
Could I tell you my answer tomorrow?
This is very, very rapid response needed. This is, if you need to discuss with them, you need to go discuss with them now. I need, people moving by the morning.
Uh, hmm. So hold on, what's the time?
It's currently about 1 o'clock in the morning.
So they'll probably all be asleep, right?
You would assume so, yes.
Oh God.
Did I miss much? Or was that the room?
No, it's fine. I'm just traumatizing Cormac.
Good.
Not good. Not good. No.
Well, I mean, I gave him a week to think about it, but
Remind me, who was doing the deal? Was it Asmodeus?
Asmodeus,
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought so. Yeah. Just double checking.
If will I get hurt if I deliver this message?
No, of course not. If anything, you'll be rewarded. Now, Erin, when have I ever let you down?
Well, I mean, you haven't let me down particularly before, but I mean, you you convinced me to go and kill some abyssal creatures that now I know that you are in a war with.
And the world is a better place for them being gone.
But what were they gonna do?
What all foul creatures do: breed, spread, wreak havoc.
Oh, what? I don't know. This is stumped me. How far away is this hotel?
Oh, it's literally, you could get there in 5 minutes.
And how many? So it's like a couple stories up, right? Would there still be people in there that I could talk to get there?
Oh, yeah, there'll be someone at the front desk, you'd imagine, to direct you in the right direction. If
Okay.
if you wish to go there.
Yeah, I'll go there, and
Okay.
I'll just I'll go to the top floor, and then I'll would I know which room they're in?
They have been put up in the penthouse.
Oh,
So
okay.
they are in a rather lavish looking kind of space. You're brought up to the top floor by the clerk, who had been told you were part of this group anyway, so doesn't look too concerned about someone turning up in the middle of the night at a hotel room. Takes you upstairs to the penthouse, and opens the door for you, and you step into like a very, very lavish, like almost living space, like living room.
Oh.
A few sofas, table, things like that. You can see a number of doors leading off of this space. You assume to be bedrooms.
I oh God. Could I? Would I see anyone as I walk in, or
Anyone is welcome to correct me if I'm wrong, but I would believe at 1 a.m. you're all in bedrooms asleep.
Correct.
Yeah, I guess I'll be asleep this time. in the
I'm
morning.
definitely asleep. How temperate is the climate?
I think we discussed this before. It's quite warm. You were sleeping on the roof.
There's a very good chance I'm on the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's got cold, I might come inside, but
Yeah.
yeah, definitely asleep.
okay? I'll before knocking on the doors. Like, can I just quickly check that there is like no one? Is there any other rooms?
You can make a perception check if you'd like. Can you find your own party? Now, this is a game I didn't think we'd have to play. You certainly don't see anyone else in the living space at all. You don't see any sign of people hanging around, and you have no indication as to who's in what room.
Okay. So can I open one of the doors?
Open one of the doors? Absolutely, you can. One second. Yeah, you open the door and it's quite a pleasant looking bedroom inside. It's decently fitted. There's a large kind of four-poster double bed in like the far end of the room up against the wall, and you see a very small figure kind of wrapped up in this lavish duvet on the bed. Yeah.
Would I be able to tell who it is?
You would assume from the size that it's Shifty.
Okay. I'll walk over to Shifty and I'll like tap on the shoulder and go shh shh.
Right,
Shift. You are woken
I'll
up.
probably scream if someone's waking up this time of night.
Oh,
Probably with a blade to their throat.
Yeah.
Scritch and Ellie, can I get you both to make a perception check with disadvantage? Because you are asleep.
hold on. What?
I'm also outside, but I mean I'm
Yeah.
close enough, I suppose, because it's the penthouse.
Oh, that disadvantage makes
Remind
me
me
sad.
what button is disadvantage.
Shift.
Control.
I believe. Control.
Control. I also
don't
get
know.
perception.
I don't know how Foundry works.
Oh dear, I rolled a 20. Oh,
That's
come on.
over. Both of you rolled 20s in that.
You bastard.
Yeah, I mean, Shifty, you let out a slight yell as you're woken up by this figure. It's not enough to wake up the other two, but you
I
do
just
yell
realised
out.
I'm not in the server.
Yeah, I did just think that. I have only got 3 people in here, but yeah, you let out a yell, and then you see the blue, shock blue hair, and figure stood in front of you. It's clearly Aaron. It's clearly one of your friends.
Oh, that link's not working for me, by the way.
Well, the one in Discord.
Yeah.
Is it not?
No. Oh. The one Discord should work.
How do you redirect? Yeah, that should be fine.
It's coming up with a firewall thing, not pound.
Try refreshing or something. I don't know. I'm trying to
Yeah.
think.
I've
thought
got like
basically-
6 of them now. Try again.
I was gonna say I've just taken the link again, but it's the exact same link. It's not changed, so.
I thought it had loaded in because I clicked the link and just left it alone.
Ooh. Today at 7:10, Sea of Thieves Season 7 official trailer dropped.
I'll just restart my computer to see if that's the issue, but yeah, it's doing the
Okay.
same thing again.
What do the seasons entail? Sort of different events and things.
Yes, they have like events that run throughout a season that are all kind of normally based around a theme.
It's not like the Fortnite sort of like event. It's more like
More
Oh
like
God, how can you explain?
adventures
Yeah,
and things
I don't
like
know
that,
what
like
Fortnite.
quests.
I don't know what the Fortnite events are.
Oh, it's pretty much just like a bunch of. I don't really know how I can explain it.
Don't worry
It's-
about it. I can
yeah.
imagine what sort of things it is. It's sort of like, today we're facing the Uber Kraken, and so you can fight the
Yeah.
Uber Kraken's lair, or there's like maybe like extra Kraken coins or something that you can pick up, and etc. etc. Is that
Yeah.
I
basically
mean,
the gist of it?
that sounds pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm hoping the Sea of Thieves folks in this chat will enjoy that.
Be fun.
Yeah. Does it still have? Is it still managed to maintain quite a good player base, Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, it's not bad. I don't think
Like good enough to play.
it had a peak at the most it's ever had. I think when was it Pirates Life when that
Yeah.
was? I
Probably
think it was,
Pirates
wasn't it?
Life.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, it was like more than even when it first came out.
What's Pirate's Life?
It was the
See if like Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah, it was the Pirates of the Caribbean Sea of Thieves crossover thing they did. It was awesome.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
I know that Stainless made a multiplayer online game thing, and it didn't work because from the start they didn't have enough players, so they just you couldn't even get matches going.
Yeah, just ruins it, doesn't
Was
it?
that the like arena racer game they built?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, it's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, it looked pretty neat.
It's a
Yeah.
real shame it didn't work. Basically, it was just like, what if Overwatch, but you're driving a car,
Yeah.
Hey,
and
really?
a car
I'm
that can
sold.
go sideways. There are these special tires that can actually go sideways. And yeah,
I mean, like, I know it's quite I know small studio stuff, but like, if I hadn't known like Dan and Matt and a few people, I probably would never known the game was a thing. But I
Yeah,
guess
exactly,
it's hard to market a game as an indie studio, right?
well, they had a publisher actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Green Man Games.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think they're very good because I think Green Man Gaming, that's what they're called. They this was one of their first publishing games, I think, and I don't think they did a very good job of it.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Well, actually, that's a massive lie. They publish loads of games.
Yeah, what's the name of the game?
The game is called Shock Rods.
Shock Rods.
Yeah, it was originally actually. Here's a little spoiler for you, which is definitely not to do with the fact I worked there, but I knew this anyway because from someone else. It was originally a Carmageddon game. It had a Carmageddon IP. They sold the Carmageddon IP and just put like a generic
That doesn't massively surprise
theme,
me.
like
Yeah.
cyberpunk type thing on it instead. But it was originally a Carmageddon game. But yeah, the tires that are in it are real tires that you can go sideways with.
Nice.
Anyway, Shane's now appeared on the game, so we should probably
Yeah,
stop talking.
I-
about
This is
Yay!
pretty cool.
I moved it over to Google Chrome instead of my other web browser.
Oh, okay.
You might find there's some weird thing with like needing to do a hard refresh or something. I think Safari does stupid things with refreshes.
I was trying to
maybe-
keep them in different web browsers, so I could just literally go Founder and one to Sam's and one to Jake's, but now they're both on the same.
Well, getting back into it. Yeah, Shifty, you are woken up, let out a scream, and are face to face with Erin.
Hey, shift.
Doing
Look, it's really important.
sleep's important.
Yeah, but this is more important.
That's not had a good bed in ages.
I'm sorry, but like, you know, Asmodeus.
Not know him personally, but yeah.
He spoke to me again, right? And he said that there's this really serious thing, and I need to talk to you guys by today, like right now. So, like, It's-
He needs to, like, sleep's an important part of a young growing lad's body.
yeah, but it apparently it's like really we'll get apparently get good reward as well.
Oh, reward from a from 7 hours.
No, we need to talk to we need to warn the leader of Israel. Is that it?
Israel.
Yeah, Israel. We need to warn the leader of Israel about some it's like something. And apparently we'll get good payment out of it. So, I need to talk to the others. But will you do it?
I need more details. You're just waking me up in the middle of the night, tell me that a demon wants to speak to the leader of Israel.
Oh, he said it's like very important, and it. He said he'll tell me all about all the everything that happened with my parents and stuff like that.
You want us to go into a fortress and probably give bad news to a king there.
No, apparently it's helpful news
Who?
to the leader of Israel.
You go and wake up the other guys. I'll get after this one, but remember, his name is the it's like Master of Lies.
What? Huh?
I'll go and tell him to go and throw stuff on the roof and wake Scritch up.
Okay, Scrick is on the roof. Right. Okay.
I'm guessing not name Scritch is on the roof.
Yeah, I don't think you've snuck up there, have you, Scritch? You're probably open about
Absolutely
it.
not. No, yeah,
Yeah.
very much so.
Okay, I walk
Probably
up.
like lethal. Like, yes, I'm going up the roof. Can't wait type thing.
Yeah.
And I'll kick Ellie's door and go back into my room. Hope that wakes her up.
Yeah, the other two are easily woken up at this point, rather rudely at such a late hour. But you are awakened by Erin. I assume, Scritch, you make your way back down off the roof to come into the living room. But
Yeah, if I get woken up, I certainly will.
yeah, does Ellie throw a tantrum and refuse to get out of bed like a good
No,
girl?
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's happening.
Of course.
Interested to see how Sam role plays Ellie, given that Cody isn't here.
Whether I'm less irritating.
Yes.
Right. So guys, Asmodeus, right? He said that there's a very important. He talked to me and said that this is like a very important thing. Like he needs me to deliver a message to the king of Israel. I think I said that right.
Israel, not
Israel.
Israel.
Oh God, I don't know. Right, yeah. Sorry, I'm not good
That's
with
a
fine.
whole
It's
moral
fine.
grenade that Jake does not want
Yeah,
to touch in
I'm
game.
not doing that.
Are you a fan of the Labour Party by any chance, Jake?
Yeah.
Don't worry. Yeah, I was making an obscure joke.
This is yeah.
What? What have I done?
Don't worry, Cormac. Don't worry.
Yeah. I was saying a thing without saying a thing because you can't. Saying a thing is probably not a good thing around children.
Okay. So, yeah, you said that I need to deliver this message, and we need to be leaving by tomorrow morning, and it's a warning about something. It's not like a bad warning, like a warning that he's gonna come and kill them, but more of a warning like something's coming or like something like that. But he said he'll tell me all this everything that I want to know about my parents and stuff like that. If I do do it, and I quite want to know about my parents. But so can we do it?
Yeah, this sounds entirely trustworthy.
Thank you.
So,
This is a god asking us to do something for him.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the abstract concept of flight has never asked me to do anything for it ever.
It's not really a god. It's a
It's like the god telling you to fly, but then giving you the flight and then cutting your wings off.
well, if a god of lies who seemingly killed my parents asked me to deliver a message to him, I'd be well up for it. It makes sense.
it wasn't a okay.
Technically, we killed his parents.
No. Still, I think the links.
Technically, Sean killed his parents.
Yeah, technically, Sean did kill my parents, but we don't. Wait.
Did Sean land the clean blood? I can't remember for both of them.
Yeah, I believe so.
Right.
This feels like quite a big commitment for us to make. Do we want to align ourselves with somebody that calls himself the Lord of Lies?
Yeah.
I'm very sorry. I'm going to have to abstain from any discussions on this matter because I don't think I can help. I think I'm too far removed from the situation. I don't understand your world well enough.
He said
Because
he
part of me
told-
wants to get involved and help out a god because they are gods after all. But the other part of me is a bit worried about the name Lord of Lies. He sounds like not a good god. But
He's
are
a-
gods good?
He's a demon.
Not a
Dad.
god, he's a demon. He's the opposite of a god.
Yeah,
He's not a demon.
he's a
a devil.
devil.
He's a
Is he a
devil.
god? Is he a god, Lo?
He is a deity, yes.
He is a deity, yeah. Cool, yeah. Yes, he's a devil.
Erin, I don't want to be a bad friend, but I might abstain as well.
Okay.
But hey, a guy called Shifty, this sounds like it's probably right up his street.
I personally don't think this is right up my street. I want to be friendly relationship with the Israel people, not possibly go and tell them Master of Lies wants to do stuff with them.
Maybe we should go and warn them that someone's going to go and warn them because I was quite fond of the people in Israel. They really helped me with my dad.
So you're saying that we should leave Aaron here and go in front of him and warn him that Aaron's coming to give him news from a Master of Lies?
I'm so confused.
That was sort of what I was saying, but now you say it out loud, it sounds stupid.
But if we go and if we don't do it, or if we go and warn them, then are we at war with this Asmodeus?
And that means he'll be at war with me. I don't
Why?
want that to happen. Well, because I mean, like he's kind of connected to me, so I can't really do anything.
But
like,
well,
you know.
the dude not killed your parents, but the dude like did some bad shit to your parents. That's not how Twitch speaks, but the message isn't the same.
I mean, I don't know. Don't know. Like he's.
I do want to help you, Erin. I just this sounds big.
I feel like I'm chopping my arm off just to help you and get back a tree as an arm. Or a twig.
What happens if you don't do it?
He'll just find another person. That's what he said to me.
Oh, so it's alright then.
Why would he find another person to tell what happened to your parents?
No,
That makes no sense.
I don't know.
But even if he tells this other person about your parents, what will they
He's
do with
not.
that
He's not
information?
gonna tell. He's not gonna tell other people what happened to my parents.
So what's he going to do when he finds them?
Oh. Just you guys gonna you in or not? Because I need to know before the start the morning.
Look,
Well, it's like in the morning
if
when I
everyone
wake
else
up
wants to go,
Sleep.
I will go, but I just something seems off here and
Fishy.
dodgy, but I'm not from around here, so maybe this is all just very normal.
No, I think you're right. I don't think this is very normal.
Erin,
Yeah.
is this like? Have you made an agreement with him? Is this
No.
like a contract or a deal?
No, it's not.
Maybe are you sure he's not trying to trick you into a deal? As soon as you say you'll do this for him, you're then his minion. There's nothing more we can do to help you.
Do you at least know what we're delivering or what this news is?
No, I don't.
I personally don't think this is a good thing to do.
Okay, I'll.
I wonder what Sean thinks. Wait, where is Sean?
Sean's dead.
He couldn't be woken.
Yeah, he is snoring incredibly loudly in the fourth and final room,
We're
and
all just
even
shouting at top of voice over the noise.
yeah, even like a good few shoves in the night has not woken him up.
Would you want to wake him up? I don't.
No, I'm alright, thanks.
Ellie steps in the room and you see him shift for a second, like he senses her presence. You know?
She runs out. Okay, then we won't do it. Asmodeus.
Was he here now?
No. Hold on.
There's no way you
Asmode-
can half-heartedly call out for him. He just turns up, surely.
You have to say it 3 times into a mirror.
Asmodeus, Asmodeus, Asmodeus.
There's no answer.
Oh, okay.
Can I go back to sleep now then?
Yeah, you guys can go back to sleep.
For what it's worth, Erin, I am sorry.
You're lucky Sean's not here. But, it's fine. I'll go back to my house and
You go back. I was gonna say there is a bedroom here for you, or you can go back to your house. It's
I want to go back to my house.
Okay. Yeah. Overnight, we could all take. Not that we should need it because we didn't play on here last time, but if anyone needs it, they can take a long rest.
A long rest.
Can I also get all 4 of you for me to please make? Give me 1 second because I need to remember the numbers I was putting.
Bro.
1 second. A wisdom saving throw, please.
I would be upstairs if that changes anything. Up back on the roof.
That does not.
No, that's absolutely fine.
Ellie,
Middle.
Erin.
I'm always in the middle.
Ellie and Erin, can you come into the private chat for a second?
Okay.
Sure.
Two of you sleep through the night. That's not a problem. You still get your long rest. When you wake up, both of you feel, I suppose not unusually for Ellie, but both of you feel quite happy, quite jolly, quite carefree, I suppose. You're also unable to tell a lie. You are under the effect of something that makes it so you are unable to tell a lie. Akin to zone of truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can send you a link of what that is if you'd like, just so that you're aware of what it does. But I'm assuming me saying you can't tell a lie kind of makes it make sense.
Sure.
Basically, you can't speak a deliberate lie. You can avoid answering questions that you would normally lie to. You can be evasive in how you say things to avoid having to lie. Stretching the truth, be a good politician. but you are unable to lie.
There goes my entire use of the party.
That's it. That is all.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone gets their long rest. You awaken in the morning.
Long rest. I did.
So I think everyone's done a long rest.
Yeah.
Erin, you have flashes of a dream throughout the night. Everyone else, it's a pretty peaceful, dreamless sleep. A comfy bed for once. You know, it's a nice change from the 5-day trek down here, and sleeping on the side of a road. Erin, you see flashes in your mind as you sleep through the night of stone walls, mountains of gold, a metal gauntlet of some kind sitting on some kind of plinth. A horrific creep flashes by in your memory. It's got these minions surrounding it, these smaller creatures kind of with it, and it lets out this horrific scream in the middle of your dream. You wake up a little bit confused in the morning by everything you saw, but it's fine. You can get on with your day. Not a problem. And everyone wakes up. Breakfast is provided to those if they wish, in the penthouse. What would you like to do with your day?
I can't remember correctly, but do we have to see the mayor guy still?
You don't have to at all. The mayor said he would carry on investigating what you guys had discovered. You know, he said he didn't need you guys to do anything with it. His intention was for you guys to work out what you wanted and get out of the town as quickly as possible. Just because he figured you being here was a threat, you know, to the peace in the town. And then you proved him right by summoning things in the basement.
I believe they were already there, so...
Yeah.
I feel like we're better than us and some kids.
What would you all like to do?
Did you want to go and say bye to the townmaster before we head off anywhere, Erin?
No.
Cool. Where is next, actually, on this grand adventure?
Oh, should we show you your new room we're building in case you want any additions to it?
In the castle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Everything's quite quiet compared to normal.
I've got no idea what we're doing. Genuinely don't know. Like I've got nothing like I need or want to do.
And he's just here for the party.
Yeah, yeah.
Just not if Erin wants it.
Yeah, I don't think we have a plan, do we?
No, I would agree with you there.
Back to the castle.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll have to go to the castle and we can work out what to do.
And just to head off.
Is Sean just gonna be sleeping in the back of the car?
Yeah, Sean will just be travelling along with you. He's being
Go out
quiet.
Fish for dinner.
Yeah, he's being quiet. God knows why. Cool. Plans just to get your car and leave, is it?
I mean, unless yeah. I mean, I don't know. Erin,
Yeah?
it's like we were. Unless there's anything else you wanted to do here, we're kind of here for your stuff.
Mm, No. I just wanted to come here to see my pet right dead.
To visit your parents, and that went well.
That definitely happened.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if I could just look at, like, investigate my parents' place. And I did. And then
Then your friend killed him.
an
Yeah.
idiot.
Mm.
Yeah, Sean was very idiotic then.
I don't think it's Sean's fault.
Whilst he's not here,
Sean
I
killed
think
him.
it's definitely his fault.
Yeah, Sean killed him, so.
I'll blame Sean because he can't defend himself.
Yeah, it was Sean. It was Sean's
Um,
fault.
cool. Well, you're transported across the town on a boat ride by a very cheery boat captain. He takes you around back to where you entered the town. You do have the small matter of 4 silver pieces to be paid to the old lady that runs the stables. As agreed, it was to be paid when you left, not instead of when you came in.
4 silver.
4 silver, yeah.
I'll cover
I'll
that.
cover it. I'll cover. Oh, you got it. You sure? I'll
Yeah,
cover it if you want.
nah, that's all good.
Okay, fine.
Awesome.
Very kind of you, Ellie. I don't know you very well, but you're beginning to ingratiate yourself.
Well, it's. I just feel guilty, if I'm honest.
For what?
Aaron.
What, his just general personality?
For being afraid, I feel like I've let him down.
I
And then I thought, well, I thought paying for the stable fee would make me feel better, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
At least you didn't have to cut his finger off.
To be honest, not that I didn't want to come and go to Israel and help. I don't know enough about this world to have to be able to make that decision.
I feel like I know enough about this world that I don't want to be part of that decision.
I don't
Wow.
want you to do the Master of Lies.
Aaron, are you disappointed with us?
No, I'm not. You guys don't want to help, so you don't have to help.
It's
You were saying something.
it doesn't matter.
It does. I want to know.
It's not that I don't want to help. I'm just I guess I'm just scared.
Why are you scared?
Well, I mean, probably the part where you were talking to the devil last night, I think mostly sums up the source of my fear.
I mean, he's.
Misunderstood?
I mean, no, he's not. He's Sir Devil. But I mean, yeah.
And I guess, like, no offense to your parents, but I don't really want to turn to one of those big, ugly insect things. Again, no offense to your parents. They looked like they were lovely people once.
No, they weren't.
Oh, it don't really matter if you don't find out about them then.
Well, I want to find out about them because then I can find out why they're like that and why they're, you know,
Dead?
no, not dead. Why they
Well,
turned me? Why they made a pact with the devil for me?
Aaron, do you remember when we were in that building and you shot your gun right in between us all? And it made a really loud bang.
No, yes.
That's a really bad decision. Probably the same. People make bad decisions.
No, that wasn't a bad decision because that was that was just that was
You
an
ever hit
attempt at
anyone with
herding.
your gun?
Yes, I hit a wolf.
So you get 1 in 100 shots in.
Possibly. So are we going back to the what's it called?
The
Castle.
secret base of operations.
Yeah. So is the
No,
is
the
the
castle.
plan to return to Castle Volstrung?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Nice. Yeah. I mean, you would know from experience at this point. It's about 5 days travel if you follow the paths, if you follow the roads. The first day's travel takes you along this main stretch and halfway along the next, kind of in between Whitbury and Stirlingfield. It's about half an hour to an hour's travel outside of Whitbury that Ellie and Erin, you feel that feeling from this morning kind of fades away and you can forget everything I told you in the private chat. But you managed to make it, yeah, to make it the entirety of the way without any issue. Camp there for the night, and just kind of set yourselves up just off the side of the road, little campfire, a few rations, things like that. If there's anything anyone wishes to discuss in the evening before they go to bed, they can. Cool.
Is there any point where Erin like leaves the group to go to the toilet or anything?
I would assume so. Yeah,
Yes.
there'd be a chance to have a discussion without Erin there if that's what you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
Rich Ellie. On the way to Castle Portral, we do go past Israel. I feel like we should go in there and inquire why. Or for any advice to our old friend, the Lord of Israel.
Sure.
But if we don't tell Erin about it, the devil won't realise we're heading there. And I'm guessing there must be a reason why the devil doesn't speak to him himself. Maybe it's hard to get contact with Erin because there's some sort of protection against him.
But sure, once we get there, Erin could just deliver this message.
Not if
Did
he's
you know
got
the
him out.
message? I thought you said he doesn't know the message. I thought you said he was still learning the message.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
I've missed this.
Maybe.
But what if we knock Erin out or make him unconscious
Ooh.
before we go in? And then he won't be awake, and then we'll find out when we're there.
You know magic quite well, Eddie. Do you happen to know any sort of magical spells which could maybe put someone to sleep? I've heard of these sorts of things for soothing children and stuff in the, but I don't know how to do it myself.
How?
About my bad mistake I did once.
Oh,
Oh wait, you can do magic as well, yeah.
I may or may not have put you to sleep by mistake.
Yeah, I remember that. Forget that. I was completely forgetting that once Shifty here put us to sleep in the middle of a fight.
Yes, that did happen once.
That's a bold strategy. I've got so much to learn from you guys.
I thought there were a load of creatures around. I thought if I cast a spell, it puts the weaker monsters to sleep. And where it's a numbers game,
And everyone feels friendlier in the morning.
Exactly.
Yeah, I thought it would have worked. But for
Smart.
some reason, it put our own teammates to sleep. It
And
was a mistake made. But
How did that work in the end for you?
I took out more enemies than I did friendlies.
I mean, that
No
is
one
true, I
died.
suppose.
No one died in that instance.
Well,
Also,
I believe a dog did. I'm pretty sure it's the same fight, but
I didn't put the dog to sleep.
Oh, the dog.
no, that was caught, man.
We could completely ignore Israel, but I think if we go near it, we don't tell Erin we're going there. Then last minute, we either put Erin asleep somehow. protection against the Master of Lies in there, hence why he can't get in.
You guys have far more experience than me, but to me this
Or we can totally ignore it and just go back to the castle.
it feels really
Well, I
big.
think Aaron doesn't know about it. But something else is going to be attacking us, right? And we'll go and left this message. I think this message is bad, hence why I don't want us to give it this message. And if Aaron doesn't know the message, he can't give the message.
But
But if we give, I've forgotten his name now, Lord of Israel, the message that the seven,
how close do you think we can get without Asmodeus knowing we're going there? Like,
there's a cross section where we go up to Castle Bonstrong and one way to Israel.
it's
Right,
less
then
it's less the
they
map
can't-
directions that I'm concerned about.
There's like a little point where we can quickly rear off, and I'm sure it might be half a day, maybe less. We actually get into Israel.
Gods famously do work quite slowly, yeah.
To be fair, I don't know how much potential. He could be completely ignoring Aaron now. But say if we get to that intersection, put some sleeping pills into his food so he sleeps, and then we go in with him unconscious. Or we go and show Scritch's new room. Equally as important.
Shifty, what other kind... I've not really seen you do a lot of magic since I met you. What other kinds of magic can you do?
Healing.
Somebody did something to me.
Healing. What do you mean?
Somebody did something to me this morning,
I believe that wasn't me.
which kind of narrows it down.
What? Who did what to you?
Something came over me this morning, and this will sound so weird. I haven't been able to lie all day.
You haven't been able to lie.
Yeah.
Is it still happening now?
Yes. No.
Your name's
I thought that was me checking. That was me checking. I wanted to see if I could lie about it not happening anymore. So I said yes, but that's a lie. It's not happening anymore.
Excellent. I wonder what happened there.
Do you not think it's kind of weird though? The Lord of Lies.
lie.
But he stops you. If it's him, he stops you lying. So maybe it's like the Lord of not lying. Is that a thing? I don't know.
Maybe it
I
was
don't know who.
actually the Townsmaster. Might have not been the Lord's Lies.
I don't know your deities. Is there a Lord of not lying?
A Lord of Truth. What? A God of Truth.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds.
You gonna make one up?
I'm gonna check the official pantheon of gods quickly.
I mean, I wouldn't know what anyway. So someone else gonna have to tell me about it.
Rich,
Yes.
can you still get in contact with your dad in the church?
That famous deity Trump, the God of Truth.
I could. I mean, he's closest to Asmodeus on our Earth as possible, isn't he? I could, when we get to Israel, I can send a letter, or when we get to. Do we have ravens at the castle?
I can try and get some.
If we can find,
you don't have anything set up like that yet, but
no, but if we can find a village that has a birding system, I'm sure I can get a message to him. I can certainly try.
You learned that special spell message or something.
No, I don't know any spells. No, it's not in my bag.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
Um,
point. I was gonna learn it and change my mind to speak to dead.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can out of character. Yeah, basically the options is to send a equivalent of a raven or like a bird messenger. I can try to send one to my home, or I can try and send one to where the last known dig site was, and we can hope for the best. But I can't promise
The dig
that
site's right next to my castle, where they were.
it's not next to Castle, right? Is it not quite far away?
It's about a day and a half
Day
travel.
and a half travel. Yeah, it's quite far. It's like it's I guess it's kind of in the middle of the island, but it's not. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna guess like at some point Aaron's gonna be coming back and gonna stop our conversation.
Yeah, I expect it probably should be back
We've
by
got a few
almost right
days
now.
to decide, but maybe it could be an idea to do a little swerve.
Hey guys.
Hey, Aaron. How was your bathroom break?
Um. Good.
Good.
Okay. For what it's worth, the closest thing to a god of the truth would likely be Tyr, the god of justice.
Cool. If someone mentions that to him, I'll suggest that maybe that was what caused it. But I don't know about this person.
Yeah.
I'm not right, actually. Like, I know about
Tyr is one of the 6 gods of the Silvered Sky, so anyone with a passing knowledge
Okay,
of the
fine.
religion
I've heard
would know that.
Sure, yeah. Like I've read about the religion in the rest of these islands. I just don't know about it. I haven't experience with it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like how Nirvana invented grunge music by looking at pictures of punks and thinking and imagining how their music sounded.
Cool. I assume there's nothing else before people go to sleep.
No.
Probably do
Cool.
watches or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you guys do the regular kind of set up a watch or whatever and all that nonsense.
Nonsense.
Yeah. You get the same kind of dream come through again, Aaron.
Amazing.
Odd. A lot of it seems very similar. A very, very much the same kind of stone-walled, stone ceiling building. Can I get you to make a perception check?
In a dream.
Yes.
Okay. Perception.
Yeah.
There we go. Done it. I'm so good.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Um, it's difficult. This is the second time you've had this dream now. You know, second day in a row. So you almost the shock of seeing some of the stuff that happened isn't quite there. You know, this creature that shows up, this familiar creature. You've seen something like it before, actually, as it turns out. You saw something like this a very long time ago in the crypt at Craghammer. It's got a large spider's body, but huge, with the torso of a human female on top of it. It wields a great big, like, long sword, has a bow affixed to its back, lets out that horrific screech again, and it this time just, as soon as it's done, turns its head straight to you. And previously, when this dream happened, you were almost a spectator. You were almost like a floating nobody, kind of viewing this as it happened. And all of a sudden, you're in this situation. You're facing this great, huge creature that you have fought before, though this one seems somewhat bigger, a bit stronger. You're not sure, and it bears down on you, swings that sword straight towards your chest, and you wake up, and it's the next morning. Um, cool. Just carrying on.
Yeah, I'll be back in 1 second. I'm sorry, I'll grab a drink. If that's okay.
Fine.
And then, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
fine.
think,
Go for it.
yeah.
We just do some measuring. Make sure I've got my distances right. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So unless anyone has any business or anything they wish to um, attest to or attend to on the road, you managed to make it to a pretty safe stopping point on the way on the path towards Castle Volstrung. Um, a familiar camping spot. Actually, you camped in this same area with the merchants last time. You came along this road towards Castle Volstrung, so you kind of find the same almost fire pit you dug out last time. The same familiar place to set up your tents and set yourselves up for the evening. Are the rest of you waiting for an errandless situation again to discuss anything, or?
Not particularly. I mean, not personally.
I've returned. Are people having a break, or are we carrying on?
No, we're carrying on.
Cool. Okay, fine. Just no one's talking with my headphones on.
Yeah, we were just thought we were going to talk when Aaron went to the toilet break again or not.
Okay, sure, we can do.
Trying
Yeah.
to deceive him or not. But
So if you
you've
wish
got-
to do that, you have that. You have that chance. As Aaron goes for his scheduled half an hour long toilet break in the evening.
I'm. Yeah, we can do that.
we can always just tie him up and put a bag over his head.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, no, that's not nice.
But it's more
You're
the
not
fact
here,
for him
Aaron.
to not
Shut
know
up.
where we're going. I feel like it's for his own good in a sense. And if there's some ever demon talks to me and gets me asked you to do things like that, I would hopefully you would do the same for me. Or do you think Aaron wants to be in his contract with a demon?
I don't know.
Don't know.
See if he could let me try and dispel the magic on him to see if I can get rid of the presence of the demon lord again, or devil, Asmodeus.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Last time he had this magic ring and I dispelled the magic on the ring and lost his connection.
What are you dispelling this time?
His tattoo?
Yeah, maybe.
It might not even work. He might not even want it happening. He might like the tattoo. He seemed quite sad when he lost his ring.
I wasn't there, so I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, you... Wait, we were going to cut his finger off, or I was going to try and dispel the ring. Luckily it was dispelled. That was our final thing we did with old Brannon.
Who dispelled it?
I did.
Do you have dispel magic or something?
Brad-
Yeah.
Cool.
Braden was dead By the time you took off the ring.
I
Well,
thought I did it right
indeed.
before he did the ring.
What if Brandon
No.
was the reason holding it on?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Playing the guy that
Brandon's
can't defend
Asmodeus.
himself.
Brandon was Asmodeus.
No. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I was saying maybe you needed some to experience some sort of personal loss in order to do so, to do it. I wouldn't for a second suggest that Brandon is a bad guy. Brandon was my bestie.
Brandon was the evil one all along.
I don't think he was.
Meaning of
Brandon's secretly
Asmodeus.
not dead. He's just the evil. He's like the big bad.
I miss Brandon.
I miss Brandon, even though I'm not there.
Did Aaron tell us what the connection he has to him? Is he like a servant?
I'm
Wait,
not
Aaron
sh-
come back and I'll ask him this question.
Yeah, Aaron appears after exactly 30 minutes.
Aaron, are you like Asmodeus' servant now, where you possibly agreed to do something? You signed a contract with him?
What?
Asmodeus, the guy that turned your parents into those weird creatures.
Yeah. Well,
Agreed to deal with him yet?
well, what do you mean, like?
Has he
It's-
asked you to do something and you said yes?
Yeah, we did. We killed those abyssal creatures.
That be like confirmation of a deal?
What do you mean? He asked me to do that, and we did it, and then yeah.
Do you want me to try and get rid of the tattoo like we did with the ring?
You can try. I don't know if it'll work, but
Can we try to dispel magic on his arm before I go to bed?
You can attempt to cast a spell magic if you like. Give me 2 seconds. Where's your character sheet? There you are. Yeah, I mean, mark off the spell slot. You reach out with those tethers of dispelling energy towards the tattoo on Erin's arm. Kind of pulls back the sleeve to show you it, and as they come close to it, they're just almost absorbed by it, and you think for a second it's working. It's gonna dispel it, but nothing. And then it flashes a bright red, and Erin, you have this searing pain, this agony in your arm for the briefest of seconds. You take 6 points of fire damage as that tattoo burns your arm. And you just hear in the back of your head, now, well, I thought we were past this.
I mean, they said they wanted to, so I mean, I knew it wasn't gonna work, but I mean, they could try it.
Like, and to be clear, I never killed your parents.
Yeah, I know you
I
didn't. I
had
know.
nothing to do
Yeah,
with that.
We established it was Brandon.
yeah, it's Brandon.
Sean.
Your
mean, yeah,
parents were long gone before you turned up back in Whitbury, and I had nothing to do with it.
What even were they? Like, what was that thing?
Those creatures you fought,
Yeah,
products of
deal.
a ritual gone wrong.
I think they were trying to cheat you out or something. That's what I think.
Perhaps. Whatever it was, it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell.
Listen, you're not far from Israel.
I know.
It would be really no issue, no difficulty for you to just pass on my message.
I mean, I was thinking about it.
Like, I'll tell you everything, but I need this done.
I mean, sure. I mean, there's no harm, really, is there?
Oh, absolutely not. Not as long as the message gets delivered.
I don't know if the others would approve of me doing this.
But you know what the right thing is to do, though, Erin. They don't know me like you do. They just believe the lies, the falsehoods about me.
Hmm. Sure, I'll do it.
You have my appreciation. So we have a deal.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Would you like to hear what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. And the three of you watching Erin, who seems to have started having a conversation with himself at this point, watch his eyes roll back in their sockets, and his body just falls backwards onto the ground, seemingly just goes limp and collapses. Is there anything you do?
Oh shit! Well, I just killed Aaron.
The first thing
The
I do
three
is
of you, yeah.
I'm gonna run over and try my best to sort of like see if he's okay. Just have a quick look. Oh, actually, quite good at medicine. So yeah, I'll do like a medicine-y thing to see if he's okay. Work out if he's breathing, recovery position, etc. I don't know what whatever Scritch think is the right medicine-y thing to do to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Make a medicine check for me just to see if
Yeah.
you can stabilize or attempt to
Or
stabilize.
whatever, yeah, whatever it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, you have a quick, very rushed kind of once over to make sure that the essentials are there. He's still breathing. He's still got heartbeat, both of which are the case. He certainly seems to be alive. Seems to be unresponsive to anything you're doing in front of him. Kind of wave your hand in front of his face a bit, wiggle his head around a little bit. Seems to be entirely unresponsive.
Is he moving at all?
No,
Okay.
he's completely limp.
Just in case he does start moving, I start moving anything out of the. He might like if he starts fitting, kind of like moving
Yeah.
stuff away.
Yeah.
I'll put him in the recovery position as well, or
Yep.
whatever the equivalent is.
Yeah, recovery position's a thing.
Sure, in the recovery position then.
Yeah. Cool. Either the other two do anything, or you just leave Scritch to it, I assume, because he seems to know what
I
he's on
feel
about.
like I just killed Aaron.
You may have just killed Erin. We'll see. I mean, you guys just watched him go from your attempt to dispel to have a minute-long conversation with the air around him, seemingly not hearing a word any of you tried to say to him at that point, and then drop on his back.
I kind of just assume that it's something to do with Asmodeus because of the conversation. So I'm not too worried as long as he's not in harm's way.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, right. Visually, you know.
Cool. In that case, Erin, your vision goes black, and you
Oh.
feel that presence almost over your shoulder now. He goes, let me show you what happened that night, and let me show you maybe a little more than you already know. And suddenly it's like almost tunnel of light, and you're shooting through it. Think like hyperspace effects from Star Wars kind of style. Like you pulled through some kind of direction, you don't really know what, and just stops with a sudden like jolt, and you are stood back in your parents' basement underneath your house. And your parents are there. And you see they're frantically working. Your dad can be seen in the center of the room, frantically scratching symbols into the floor with some kind of implement, one of the ones you saw over on the side. Your mum is over by the workbench. She's flipping through a book, a familiar book, a journal that that you currently have, or that Shifty currently has. And seems to be going through and checking something. She yells over to your dad. You can't hear what she says. It's almost muffled, almost like someone's speaking into a pillow. You just can't hear the actual words coming out. And you look to the left of the room where those manacles were on the wall, and you see a familiar figure chained up to them. Um, it it seems to be you. You are younger, certainly, than you are currently. Um, kind of slumped up against the wall, your hands and your feet bound in these manacles, just kind of laying there. Um, you see your dad gives a glance over to you to make sure you're still there, then carries on frantically scratching away at the floor. And that voice comes back. He says, your parents were dedicated followers originally. They they longed for some power, as most do. Unfortunately, power through dedication or clerical awareness is difficult when dealing with a creature whose power is limited on the material plane, such as myself. They unfortunately weren't content with the power given and the wait for more. They thought they had come up with, I don't know, a shortcut. It's the best way to put it. A quick way to cheat their way into more power. They used rituals taught to them by one of those demon scum that would supposedly siphon the power from myself and grant it to them. Unfortunately, and you see now that your mum and dad, they kind of gather around this circle. Your dad seems to have finished scribing these symbols into the floor. Your mum's brought the book over and starts laying some kind of powder into the outside ring of the circle. Seems to be filling like the carved runes with it. As it goes, unfortunately, they were lied to. They were tricked. They believed the words of those who should not be believed. Demons want nothing good for the material plane. That's just a fact. And the ritual they put together did not siphon power from me to them. It did siphon power from me to someone else. Unfortunately, well, we'll see. You'll see what happens. And you notice now your mum's finished pouring this powder into this circle, and your dad has come over and undoes the manacles on your body and starts to drag you. At this point, you wake back up. The other you in the room wakes back up, and you're getting flashes of this in your head because this is a painful memory that you have suppressed and forgotten. And you are dragged across the floor to this circle where your hand is grabbed. You're grabbed by the wrist and held in this circle. Your mum brings a blade across. Just a simple kind of knife. It was one of the implements that was on the side when you were there, when you went back. They draw it across the palm of your hand, spilling blood into that central rune of this circle, at which point it begins to pulse red and purple, same as what you saw before. There's this red, purple kind of pulsing, kind of goes all around it before the whole circle flashes purple. And you see your parents and you all begin to be consumed by this purple light, this strange ritual that's going on. Your mum and dad look confused. This isn't necessarily how they expected it to go, and something's not right. They start kind of screaming in pain. You see parts of their bodies begin to turn black and scaled as their bodies start to almost twist and morph slightly into the creatures that you saw in the basement. And then everything stops for a second. Like the whole world around these three individuals in the circle freezes. And you, the strangest looking figure you've ever seen appear in the space in front of them. This red-robed, red-skinned, holding a staff of some kind, just appears in front of your parents and in front of you, and seems to have a conversation with them. It's at this point Asmodeus speaks to you again, Aaron, and he says, I could not overlook the transgressions of your parents. They attempted to deceive me and steal from me. I couldn't save them, but I made a deal with them that you would not suffer the fate they were, because so would be unfair. This was not brought upon you by choice, or by your own choice at least. And so I made a deal to spare you, to remove the memory of this, and to, help if I could. In return, I get your service, should it be needed. This was the deal that was made involving you. This is why I still have a continued interest. This is why you have abilities that you can't explain. It was their last wish, was to have you from their fate. I intend to honor that. I honor my deals. Any questions?
What?
Is that your question? What?
No.
Any questions, call back, because I can repeat things, etc.
So I'm just confused. What?
Essentially, your parents tried to steal power from Asmodeus, it would seem. Instead, they basically got tricked, and the ritual backfired and started turning them into horrific things, turning all three of you into horrific things. And Asmodeus himself stepped in at the last minute and offered to save you from this fate because he didn't think you deserved it. But in return for your service throughout your life.
Was it clear? This doesn't matter because I've not taken you there, but just
You can
whatever.
ask, yeah.
Was it clear who the tricky was? The tricker was.
Asmodeus said it was a demon of some kind.
But not who it was. Like, it wasn't like someone we've met before or something.
He didn't give you a specific
No,
name
cool,
or anything, no.
Yeah, that's alright. That's fine. I didn't know if like the reference to like the scales or whatever was supposed to be some sort of like we like it's the person from before type thing. No, that's fine.
The scales, the creatures you fought in the basement that were Aaron's parents were covered in like black scales.
Yeah, right.
Like that,
But
so.
I wasn't sure if like if that was supposed to be
Yeah.
some sort of reference to I don't know someone we've met before that I can't remember.
It is not, no.
No, that's absolutely fine.
You're so nice. You saved me.
Just because I've done questionable things doesn't mean I can't have some good things.
What are the questionable things you've done?
Ask anyone, they'll tell you. I'm not looked favourably upon in your material plane. There's a reason I don't exist on it. There's a reason I have limited power on it.
Is that why you get other people to not do the
Yes.
things for you, but like, yeah.
As with all the gods, they act through avatars, clerics, those that can channel their power. Just my deeds previously in my existence have meant that the other gods look less favourably on me. And my... I don't want to say banishment, but that is probably the best word for it, to the hells serves as a wonderful barrier to stop a lot of my power getting through.
Okay. What's the message that I need to deliver to the
Of course. I need you to tell the current Lord of Israel, whoever that may be now, that the mortal bind that they protect is in danger. They need to send anybody they can to defend it, because forces that work against the Arcanum seek to destroy it.
Okay.
I cannot stress enough how important it is that this message is passed on.
I didn't know how important it is. I'm sorry. I will make sure that I pass this message on.
Thank you. Now, there is every chance that you deliver this message and you are asked to assist with this help. You have no... what's the word? You have no need to feel like you have to do that. You are not required to do that. You are not obligated to put yourself in the way of this. I simply need you to pass on the message. Should you wish to help, that's fine. And it may open up paths for future endeavours that you don't even know of. But the message needs to be passed on.
I will. I will pass it on, and I'll try my hardest to. Well,
I know you will.
yeah.
I know. Anyway, your friends are probably mightily concerned about you because I believe you're face down in the dirt at the moment. Should we go back?
Yeah,
Thank you, Erin.
you're welcome. And
And
thank you.
fades to black, and then your eyes open again, and you are on your side, on the ground at your campsite. Um, the three of you that are there watch Erin open his eyes and start to look around again.
Hey guys, he's still like he's still just on his side. He's still looking at the ground and just like a little muffled. Hey guys,
Hey,
um,
what happened?
nothing. It was just it's nothing. Don't worry, it's nothing important. But
There's nothing. You were passed out.
yeah, I was just showing some things, and yeah. Oh God, hold on.
Own some things. What?
Huh?
When you passed it? What?
Yeah,
Why?
I was showing some things.
Did you have a dream?
Well, not really. I guess you would call it a dream. I don't know how I can describe it, but I was shown what happened. What happened to my parents and how they became those creatures. And to just say, I'm not appreciative of them anymore. So,
You've
what
got to
happened
give us some
while I
more
was gone?
information than that, surely.
What happened while I was gone? How long was I gone for?
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes. Okay. So probably not much happened, right? While I was gone.
We just waited for you to come back.
Oh, thank you. So, what are we gonna do now?
Sorry, was that a question for me? I'm eating bolognese at the same time.
No, I was asking the party.
Okay, cool.
Well,
We
I
carry
think
on
I
as we
guess.
were, right?
Yeah, I guess given you gave us no information about what just happened, we'll carry on as we were.
Well, oh, you wanted information.
I did ask you what happened.
Oh, it's alright.
The clue's in the question. It's, if you want to give us information, that's fine, but we can't go off of your not information, so we're going to carry on as we are.
Um. So what happened was I like fell out like fell unconscious or whatever you want to passed out I guess, and then um I was shown like how like what happened when what happened to my parents, like how they were turned into those creatures that we fought, and it was quite. They were trying to cheat try and cheat for more power out of Asmodeus. And they made a deal with a demon, and now and it was gonna change. It was gonna change all of us, but then Asmodeus said he'll make a deal with them to save me.
So your parents saved you in the end.
No, Asmodeus saved me. Well, yeah, sort of, yeah,
Why did that make save you?
because I don't know. He just said he would because he said
A
to
nice
me.
guy.
No,
Yeah,
no.
finish
He
that
said
sentence.
no, no. He said to me that he's even though he's most of the people don't respect him in this plane of existence. That doesn't mean he's always that bad, but he did do some bad things apparently. So he's admitted of about he is honest that he has done some bad things in his past, but
Oh, cool. Well, in that case, redemption.
No, it's not how it works.
If anyone wants to try and remember or recall if they know what those bad things might be, they are welcome to make a religion check.
I've got a feeling I did this role before and I did really poor.
Also, could I I'm gonna try and make a. Hold on. Okay. Oh, thank you.
Doing to himself again.
No.
He's good at that. He's getting good at it.
Just
Just thinking. Just don't ever let Cormac come into contact with any like cult leaders at any point, because clearly it's very easy to indoctrinate him into a cult. So
okay.
just
Jake.
yes, Cormac.
I've added that little bit of.
Did you
thing
make
to my-
Did you make a note of it?
Yeah, I put it in my
Oh
journal
my-
entries.
Oh my god,
I know,
I'm shocked.
as
You
as
know-
as it should be.
Did you hear the conversation between Asmodeus and your parents, or did you just tell you what they said?
I couldn't hear the conversation. I don't.
So he
Could
could
I-
have
could I?
lied to you and told you completely different that was spoken. He could have been the one that told your parents to do it,
I mean,
just to get you as his servant.
that's a possibility. But I mean, if it is, then that's just gonna make me sad and feel that I've been, you know, lied to. But I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything else to believe, so. So yeah, what are we gonna do now then, everyone? We're gonna keep on walking to the castle.
Is that the only information you're giving us, by the way?
What other information do you want? What? I'm so confused. What?
This
Huh?
is out of character. All you told me you showed your parents did.
Huh?
Well,
I'm
yeah, out of
confused.
character. If you explain to us what happened and what he wants you to say and etc etc, we might be willing to go and help you. But just going, oh, something happened. I don't really know what happened. I'm not telling you. We we can't really help. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Well,
But it's up to you what you want to say. I'm not saying you have to say it, but I'm just saying if you told us everything and were honest, then we would probably be willing to help you.
Okay. Well, he also said to me like what the message was that he needed to tell oh god the king of
Israel.
Israel. I keep on forgetting words. I'm so
I keep
sorry.
on activate Israel. I'll be back in 1 sec, by the way.
First, I haven't activated this map, but if it helps, it's on the map.
Okay. Thank you. But so he said that the message he had to send to the king of Israel
Israel, yeah.
was that the mortal bind is in danger. Send anybody who can to defend it. Forces against the Arcanum seek to destroy it. That's what I need to tell the king.
Important message.
Hmm?
Do I know this is out of character? This isn't me speaking on group. Do I know anything like about a devil that can take control of its minion after a deal?
What? Out of character?
Yeah, like this. Oh, would my character know that like Asmodeus could take control of Aaron when we were inside the?
You can. Shifty can make a history check to see if he's ever read about anything like that happening. Not that you can recall. This
Okay.
you have no knowledge of you know devil rituals and deals and stuff really to speak of. So
Guess we could do it, but you sure he doesn't want any harm to come to Israel?
I mean, if he wanted harm to come to Israel, then why would he? Then why would he? What's it called? Like, try to warn the king.
Devils could have ulterior motives.
I mean,
I'm happy to go give this message to you, to the king. But the last thing I want to do is go there and something be off. It's
I mean,
don't want to be stuck in a castle if you then, Asmodeus comes through and finds out that he's left a spell that casts and attacks the king, and we're just stuck there.
I mean, I now I know what it. Now I know what the message is. I feel like I really have to tell the king. So I mean, if you guys, if you want to come with, then you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But
I don't know much about Asmodeus, but it sounds like maybe he's misunderstood, and I think we should help our friend. I'll help my friend.
I've said I help. I just need to get all the bases covered in case we need a quick escape, or if we need to disappear.
Yeah, fair enough.
Don't want to be stuck down a well with no ladder.
I mean, that is beautiful saying there. Is that a shifty original?
That's a shifty original, that. Is this late night now?
Oh yeah, this is certainly night time at this point.
I
By the
will
time you guys
sleep
have had this.
in the carriage in case Erin tries stealing it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna steal the cat. Okay.
Cool. I believe the only person it matters for is Erin, but long rests, if they wish.
Oh,
I
I need
think.
a long rest
Oh
before I
yeah,
use
you've
the
used a
spell.
spell slot, right? So.
I have not. Do we need to start marking off some food, though, potentially? I'll mark
If you
off
have, I
rations.
was gonna say you guys should have enough rations. I think you all had enough for like the whole trip.
I've got 7 days, so I'll just go down to 5. So
I
Yeah.
have no food on me at all.
Well, Ellie's dead.
Yeah, he dies.
Nice,
I
nice
how
knowing
long?
her. Time to roll up a new character, Seth.
Back one
Can't
sec.
we just share Sean's food?
Yeah, I'm sure one of you had absolutely loads of rations on you. Might
I
be
have
sure.
10.
I have 5
I
now.
was gonna say, Sean has 10 days of rations on him.
I
And
still have
'cause-
something that Cody gave me.
Is it Dead Brannon? Ha 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 ha. Ha.
No, it's Dead Brannon.
Ah,
Just Dead Brannon.
nice. Bye bye.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, but would Sean share his rations with Ellie?
I'll share my rations with Ellie.
So Aaron also has enough. So do you want to
I've
I
mark
don't think
off?
Sean would.
How many days? Times.
Mark off 4 days worth for me.
I'll do 2 more then. Is this until we get to Israel, right?
This is for you guys to get to this point on
How
the
many more
map.
days is
here.
this? Sorry, I had to jump out of the room a second.
Just one more day. Like this
One
is
more
your
day,
next
so if I go
next day's
to-
travel.
So we've done 4 days of rations so far, or was it just...
You've done 3 days worth.
3 days rations, yeah.
Yeah.
We need to have 1 more then.
I can chip in 1 day for Ellie if she wishes.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, I'll chip in a
Next time you
day.
go on a venture, Ellie, you may want to bring food.
Okie dokie.
It's a learning curve, this adventuring thing. It's fine.
Yeah. Don't get annoyed at her. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, another day's travel goes by without
Worse.
issue. You make it to where you believe it's about half a day's travel to Israel if you're gonna go that way, or you can turn left and head up the crossroads towards Castle Volstrung. You kind of hit that point towards the end of your day where you have to choose because you've got a little bit of the traveling day left still.
Would we make Israel if he finished the rest of the day, or would it be just worth resting now?
If you went for the rest of your traveling day today, you'd get close enough that it'd be about half a day's travel to Israel. It's about 3/4 of a day travel now. You've got about a quarter of a day left.
I say we push on.
Left or right? We're going left. Oh, we're going right. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're going
Okay.
right, but
Yeah,
I feel
okay.
like Shifty isn't 100% on board, but he's more in board and going than not. Like 60%
Yeah,
40 not.
yeah, I'm kind of the same. Like,
He doesn't really want to work for a devil and help a devil out in case it's a trap.
I'm a bit sketched out by it because everyone seems to be sketched out by it. But at the same time, too naive to really have that much opinion on it.
Ellie's being so quiet that she may also be a minion of Asmodeus. One day she says she can't lie, and
Just,
now she.
I mean, I just haven't. I've been given no reason not to go to Castle Volstrang still, but I'm just like I'm fine whatever people are doing.
Oh, you might have to wait outside, Ellie.
That's cool.
That would be very disappointing.
You guys would know from last time you were in Israel that it is no longer a closed off city. It is open to the public.
Oh. So our coins ain't that great as they were.
Oh no, they still show that you're well respected by the rulers of the city. They're just not needed for entry anymore. Cool. Well, I will move you guys ever so closer to
Yeah.
Israel.
On the way there, I will just say to Erin that be careful of what you say. I'm sure the message is coming with respect, but we don't want to lose our good standing with the people of Israel.
So, are you saying that you want me to word it correctly?
Yes.
We're saying maybe let someone else work.
I'll try.
No. Erin will word it, but just do it correctly.
Just
Yes,
remember
I
what you
will.
said to that guy and they got us in trouble in your hometown.
Oh yeah.
Don't show random tattoos to people.
I won't show random tattoos to people. I promise. I mean, yeah, I'll try not to at least. I will be back in a moment. Hold on.
He's going for his half an hour toilet break.
In that case, I'm going to very quickly grab a drink as well, and I'll be right back.
Cool.
I'm also grabbing another drink.
Hello.
Hello.
So,
Is Mr. Cormac back as well?
I don't believe so.
Okay, cool.
what's my turn? Oh, and Phil the madman didn't go. Didn't go to Kansas. Okay. Also, damn you, Sam.
What have I done now?
You've bought too many cowboys.
Did I leave none?
There's one left.
Oh, is there one?
Yeah, but annoyingly, I was hoping that Phil would go to Kansas this turn and ditch a cowboy. Like,
Yeah.
there's a chance. Yeah, but it's fine. It means I can only get one cowboy.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm back now.
Oh, is it it's my turn again on Great Western
Oh wait, I
Trail?
can't get I can't get any cowboys because you can't buy it this turn. God damn it, Phil! Oh, this is the worst.
He's a monster.
Yeah, can I undo my turn? So undo my turn. Yeah, I know. Trying to figure it out. Yeah, I thought you could buy from that row. So it's even worse. It means I'm going to end up with loads of cowboys and no ability to get extra points from them. Unless, actually, no, it's fine. That makes my turn simple, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Oh, we're all here now. Exciting stuff. Um, yeah, you travel for another hour and a half, 2 hours or so, set up camp for the night. You can see just about in the distance, peeking through the mountains, the towers of the city of Israel. Ellie, for you, an entirely new sight. This is something fantastical to behold. You can just about see the tops of the towers lit in the night sky as you make camp, and you can't help but have a little bit of excitement about the idea of it, but also a little concerned about why you're going there, I suppose. But you guys managed to camp through the night, no issue, and set off unless there's anything anyone wants to do. I will take that as a no from everyone. Um, yeah, it's about half a day's travel to get to Israel from here. Um, you get up early in the morning, arrive there just before midday. It's about 11 in the morning, you assume. By the time you get there, the sun has nearly reached its highest position in the sky. Um, you do notice a few traders with like caravans of like carts built up outside the gates that seem to be making trade with some of the locals just outside the gates. It's a bit different from the last time the three of you were here. Um, the guards out the front see you and gesture for you to bring your cart and your mules up towards the top. Clearly recognizing this cart was made in Israel. It is an Israeli cart, as are the mules. So they kind of gesture for you to take a space higher up towards the gates and kind of come over. You notice they are the same kind of group of guards that have been on the front gate the last few times you guys have been there. They do seem to recognize you. You are a relatively recognizable bunch, the four of you that they've seen before. They kind of go, "Oh, well, welcome back to Israel. what brings you here? Anything we can help with?
Our friend has some business. I'll point
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
need to.
And plus, I
Cool.
like the city. It's very nice.
Well, it's the greatest city in Raxima, so
And the people
um,
are so humble.
yes, exactly. Um, well, please come on in, come on in. The gates of Israel are open to all, so you are very welcome to enter.
Thank you.
And yeah, you can wander. Whereas before you met quite a hostile um, kind of entrance. When you first arrived here, it is welcoming. There are people walking in and out of the front gates, which are permanently open. It would seem. Um, you do notice those ballistas that are mounted on top of the gates are still there, pointed up into the sky. Um, but yeah, you are able to enter the city of Israel. I don't know if I have my background for Israel set up anymore. No, I don't. Okay, whatever. We'll have to use our imagination. Uh, but yeah, you are welcomed into the multi-tiered city of Israel. It's quite busy. Being around midday, it's peak time for business. So there are crowds of people going to and fro, like all around the place. Ellie, a very different environment than what you're used to for a city. It's weird being in such a busy kind of thoroughfare and street with a stone roof over your head. Um, Quite a difference from back home in any cities you've been to before. Um, this almost a bit of a strange feeling, but quite new and refreshing, I guess. um Whereabouts are you heading, guys?
To the castle, I guess.
Yeah, so you would know that the Lord of Israel sits in his palace, essentially, in the throne district, which is the essentially where all the nobles and lords live. um as you make your way, you've been there before, so you kind of know the directions to get there. You make your way that direction, head out, and open up into this familiar and just beautiful chamber of gardens and that white marble castle, essentially like that manor house kind of mansion esque building. At the far end of this cavern, you can make your way down through the gardens. You can see as you're walking through there are groups of people that seem to be investigating, kind of having a look around the gardens. Um, as you get towards the front door, you do see two heavily armored guards stood there with battle axes, just kind of held in their hands, just stood at attention at the door, um, who just kind of stand and stare at you as you start to approach. Um, and they call out once you do. They go, "Halt, please! State your business with the palace."
We've been here a couple times before, and we've talked to the king the king a couple of times before. It's very serious. We need to have a very serious conversation with him.
Well, unfortunately, you can't just rock up and demand a conversation with the Lord of Israel. He's a busy man. Um,
Can I
you'll
point
have
my
to.
coin when he's talking and just kind of show that?
You can, yes. And this guard, he was just about to like go off into you'll have to come back and make an appointment kind of spiel. He sees that. And he goes, "Oh, I see you're friends of the crown.
Hmm.
Um, please wait here briefly for a second. I will go in and uh, check if the Lord is available for a quick chat." And he just opens the door and kind of vanishes inside for a second. Um, the other guard that stood there, kind of noticing the coin that you've pulled out, and looks you up and down for a second, Shifty, and he goes, "Hang on a second, aren't you one of the ones that brought back the crown?
Yep.
You're one of the. Are you the group that returned the crown to Israel?"
Mm-hmm.
You guys are awesome. I don't remember there being a girl in the group.
Oh, one of you might have also remembered there was a um
There was a skinny
yeah
lad, pale,
yeah
looked a bit unfortunate. Um,
kind of he he was killed.
oh my apologies. My condolences
It's
for
fine.
your loss. Who's this new individual?
That's Ellie. Ellie's never been here before actually, so this is our first time.
You
So
see, he kind of tenses up, I guess, for a second. When you mentioned she's never been here before. He goes, I assume there'll be no trouble from you. You are aware how to present. You certainly look like you know how to present yourself in front of nobility.
That'll be absolutely fine.
Okay. Well, for a reminder, and for those of you that aren't aware, you are due to have an audience with Lord Darrock McGruff the second. You may address him as such, or Lord McGruff, or Lord of the Mountain. Any of those are fine. But you should know this. You've seen it before. It's about this point the other guard comes back out of the door and he goes, please come with me. I apologise for leaving you waiting. Lord McGruff will see you now. And
thank
just
you.
opens the door and starts to walk back in. The other guard kind of gestures for you all to go ahead. I'm assuming everyone follows.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
yeah.
don't know.
And yeah, you are led by this guard into this familiar and lavish chamber before being led through to a throne room. It has a number of ornately dressed guard kind of in there, and the familiar three thrones up at the head of this hall, sitting on the central throne, a familiar crown upon his head. You see a well-groomed, well-dressed dwarven figure, quite tall for a dwarf, but brown hair, long brown beard, kind of sees you all enter and stands up, and this is Lord. You know him. He goes, friends, please come here. I hear you have something to discuss with me. I assume it's important. Come. We'll talk. We'll talk in my chamber. And he gets up off his throne and leads everyone off to a room to the side. This room has no guard presence in it at all. It's just a few chairs around a large table, almost looks kind of like war room-esque. There's this like large wooden table with chairs set around it. He leads you in, gestures to seats, goes, please take a seat, everyone. And then stops for a second and goes, I don't know you, and just to Ellie, and looks around to the rest of the group and goes, I assume she's fine, can be trusted. Yes.
Yeah, she can be trusted.
Okay.
Like a
Okay.
Dan Partridge shrug.
Where's the skinny one?
He he isn't. He wasn't able to make it. He passed away.
Who? Oh, I apologize. I didn't know.
It's fine.
Yes. My condolences on your loss there. That is truly a shame. He was a interesting one. He was good fun. Well, please, I hear you have something important to discuss with me, so let's get on with it.
Um, God.
The house
Um.
is written in the chat if you just want to write the screen.
Yeah, I've got it put in my journal entries. Mortal Bind is in danger. Send anybody you can to defend it. Forces against the Arcanum seek to destroy it.
What was it in danger? Sorry, did you say?
The Mortal Bind is in
The
danger.
mortal bind.
And you say this, and as soon as he hears those first few words leave your mouth, he looks shocked, like genuinely shocked, and
God.
you kind of carry on with the rest of the sentence, and he just looks like stares into your face,
Oh God.
Aaron, and it's just you see he takes a second to think very carefully about what he says. He goes, how have you come to know of the mortal bind?
It's it, it doesn't particularly matter, but that's
No, it matters.
why does it
How
matter?
does someone such as yourself, such as your group, know of an artifact of such secrecy as a mortal bind?
I was told by someone, and they told me to deliver you that message to try and like as a warning that there was like well the yeah.
Told by who?
Well, I don't really know if I can tell you that, but it's I don't really like going around telling everybody.
Had it in a weird dream. You woke up in a big sweat saying he was told to tell you a message.
Yeah.
I will get you to make a deception check, Shifty.
God. Would I be able to aid him, or
How do you aid him? What are you
I
going to
was
do to aid him?
I don't know. I was gonna like say like yeah. I it was yeah. I don't know. I
No,
just
if you can come up with something, that's great, and he can have advantage. Just saying
um
I aid him is not enough.
okay, hold on. I kind of like not I say like I was sleeping and then like I had a dream
You just
and
kind of back up his story a little bit with you,
yeah.
and just confirm that. Yeah, roll it again for me, Shane. You can have advantage on that, so roll a second time. Not much better. Okay, 1 second.
+9 helps at least.
I'll bend luck
Yeah.
on it.
Oh God.
Oh, does that give him another re-roll? Is it?
Gives
Or
him
is that,
+4.
oh, so it's 15 total. Cool. 1 second then. Da, da, da. Ha, so you are in luck,
Oh.
and by that I mean bend luck, because that 1 is exactly enough to put it just above what I rolled for insight.
You rolled 14.
I rolled a 14.
Oh my God.
He looks across the group and goes, "This is troubling."
We weren't going to come here, but he was in such a shock in the morning, said he had to tell you, and I thought, oh,
I don't.
to be honest, I thought the old bottle bind was a place.
No, it's definitely not. Tell me, do any of you know anything of the mortal bind that
No.
we hold here?
I'm going to
No.
honestly say no.
Well, I can make a roll. I've read a lot of books in the
Say,
past,
anyone
but it's all a bit of a mess of what I've read.
that likes to can make a history check.
Yeah, I'm good at history. I like history. Not being so good at it. So I roll. No, not heard of it.
I was gonna say you have not a clue. That term
Ah.
means absolutely
I've
nothing.
read some really
in
weird books because I read loads of books, but they're all just like stuff that references flight. So like what turns up in
Yeah.
it is a hodgepodge of information.
I mean, you know what the term mortal means.
Yes.
You know what it means to bind something. The term together as like a artifact or an object, you have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
He goes, and you're certain, he said, forces against the Arcanum
Yes.
seek to destroy it.
Yeah, that I'm 100% sure that's what he said.
And
Or-
you
yeah.
were told to come here and warn me.
Mhm.
Honestly, been lord of this city for less than a month, and already this. Okay.
How was the banquet, by the way? I really wanted to go to that.
Oh, it was delightful.
Yeah,
sorry, we had
to skip out of town.
Oh, it's fine. It's what it is.
My vote was to stay for the banquet, by the way.
It's fine. It is what it is.
So
It was delightful.
what is
Banquet is often when we have lots of food.
so what is the I don't know what the mortal bind is, but if what is it?
And you can see he thinks for a second. Like, deep gets deep in thought. And he actually goes, I don't mean to insult or be rude or anything in any way, but you don't currently know. Therefore, part of me wishes to keep it that way for your own well-being. There's a reason it's so secretive.
Could you tell us what the Arcana is then?
The
Ar-
Arcanum.
The Arcanum,
Yeah.
or Arcanum, yeah. Um, he offers the same kind of response. Again, it's a thing of if you needed to know, you would know, and if you don't know, it's because it's safer for you to not know.
So again, make a roll about that again, or is that too
Yeah,
secret?
go for it. No, you can go for it.
What do I need to roll?
Anyone that wishes to see if they understand that term can make an Arcana check.
I won't roll then because I'm not good at Arcana. It's only
I mean, you
history
still make
stuff
the
I'm
roll.
good
You might roll
at.
well.
No, it's good. I would rather not cheese it in case I rolled well. Happy not knowing.
Yeah, Shifty. That term, it's difficult. It doesn't ring much of a bell. You wouldn't know a ton about, or any kind of like groups that would consider themselves like an arcanum. You can understand or infer from like the root words from it. Anything with kind of arcan at the beginning generally refers to the arcane or magic. An arcanum normally would refer to a group of magical people. Just as a refresher for the three of you, the four of you that were there.
Is it a group that Fritz sent a message to?
No, you did. It is to do slightly with them, though. However, you did read very, very briefly a little bit of information about an Arcanum when you were in the city, the underwater city of Eisenplatt. That was a city that was ruled over by an Arcanum, by the Eisenplatt or Arcanum. But that is all you know about the term, is that it generally refers to a group of powerful magic users that kind of work together. Yeah, Derek kind of looks back across your group again, and he goes, I clearly there is something I need to do. I would consider you trusted allies of this city.
Not enough to tell us what you know.
Um,
Hey, sorry, Eddie sometimes misspeaks.
no, it's a very fair point.
Speaking to royalty,
That doesn't make
sir.
him better than anyone else here.
No, absolutely does not. Just means I've got more to deal with. That's all. I may need your help potentially. Here's what. Look, here's what I can tell you. We house here in Israel an artifact of rather incredible power. This artifact is one of multiple, and it is the duty of the Lord of Israel to defend it should anyone seek to collect or destroy it. This artifact is what's known as a mortal bind. And if what you have been told is true, then it's not safe.
What does it do?
That's what it says on the tin. It binds someone to mortality.
Is it binding anyone right now, or is it just sort of not?
Why it's being protected.
Is it someone you don't want to be immortal?
See, this is a smart one.
So
See,
kill him, right?
She is smart.
Is it Asmodeus?
He looks puzzled when you say that. No, as Asmodeus is a deity, is locked in the planes of hell.
Oh, I don't know how it works. Sorry, I'm not from around here.
No, it's fine. It's understandable to have questions. It's just odd that you'd bring up a deity such as Asmodeus.
Oh, it's just that someone mentioned Asmodeus earlier.
We've been doing research on devils since the last time we worked for you. A devil climbed out the ground to kill us.
That was a demon, I think, wasn't it?
Demons, sorry. Demons and devils, we researched them.
Very
Every time we
different.
come near you guys, they seem to pop up everywhere.
Why do you want somebody to be mortal and not immortal?
Somebody that's immortal generally can't be confined as well. The mortal bind was an attempt at keeping something powerful from getting loose.
And it's a threat.
Yes.
So you kill it while it's mortal.
Unfortunately, not quite how it works.
So it's
mortal-
not mortal.
The mortal binds don't turn it into a mortal creature. They simply keep it in a state where it's not able to affect or influence the planes of existence.
Who named it?
Not me, I'm afraid. A lot of people a long time ago.
Okay.
here's the thing. There are about 4 people in this city that even know of the place where we keep this mortal bind, let alone the existence of it. I can explain further if you help, but the help needs to come first if this is true and it's under threat.
Lord McGruff of what's his other title?
Lord of the Mountain.
Lord McGruff of the Mountain, sir. You were very gracious with your hospitality last time. I'm sure we'll all be willing to help, won't we? Everyone.
Yeah, I'll gladly help. Like, is there anything we could do to help?
You can come with me, and we can hope that this is simply a false alarm.
Yeah,
And if
I'll.
A false alarm. Is there like hazard pay?
you will be very fairly compensated should this be an actual incursion that we
To be
need to
fair,
deal
last
with.
time they paid us like absolutely bank.
This is true. You guys were loaded.
Out of character, that is why I'm saying it. Gilbert Shifty wants more money to help with the castle.
Will you'll help me then, all of you?
Yeah, I think so. Ellie?
Sure.
I'll do my best to help.
I appreciate it greatly. I really do. Okay. Let's. 1 second. I need to be armed, but what?
We got, Are we going past any shops on the way there, or can you spot us with any like healing potions?
I can collect some. That's fine.
That's pretty cool.
And he gets up and he walks out the door. And you hear him yell a few orders at a couple of people in there. And then come back and he goes, they'll be fetching a few for us. We don't have a massive bank of them here, but we have
You know who would be
enough.
coming to attack it if anything would?
Well, my suggestion would be those that serve he that is bound.
Who is he that is bound? Will we find out, or
Should this be the real deal? I will explain.
okay?
Uh,
Because I want to.
preparation is key, by
Yeah.
the way. If we know that it's something that is weak against something, we can prepare to fight with
No,
that.
Shifty, we should definitely trust this guy to help him with something he won't tell us about to help someone that calls himself the Lord of Lies. It's fine.
Wait, no. Miss Lord McGruff is very trustworthy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and
well,
so's his friend, the Lord of Lies, who he's doing this stuff with that he won't tell us anything about. It seems legit.
You're getting confused because I'm. I feel like you're talking about is Erin lying to us?
No, I'm not.
This conversation is confusing me
Confusing me.
and
Yeah, it's confusing me.
concerning me slightly.
Why is it
What-
concerning you?
What
Yeah.
what do you have to do with the Lord of Lies?
Yeah, Ellie. What do you have to do with your Lord of Lies?
You've always been bringing him up and saying you're a devil as well. Like when we were talking to that guy at the town, you were like, "How do you know I'm not devil?" Right, Ellie?
Have I? Sorry, am I missing something? That's who told us to come here, right? And to deliver this message.
Out of
that is
character, we
correct.
said we were never
Yeah.
mentioning that person.
Yeah, out of character, we weren't. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not on board with that then. Definitely not.
you're not on board with not saying who it was. Is that
Well,
correct?
I'm fine with not saying who it was. Fine then, but like,
No,
no, it's fine. It's cool. No, it's
all
all right. It's all right. Just it's fine. I'll just play along. It's fine. It's cool.
No. I just wanted to understand what you're saying. Just to be clear. I don't care either way.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's cool.
In fact, I'd probably rather it if you did just be like talking about Asmodeus because it's funnier that way.
No, it's fine. Just forget I said anything. It's fine.
Anyway, yeah. The Lord goes and armors himself up. You see he has quite ornate looking kind of golden plated armor, certainly befitting that of a lord. He brings in clearly that's just been delivered a crate with some healing potions in it, and kind of dishes them out to each of you. You I need to add them to your character sheet, but you each get 2 potions of healing. He does apologise that they are the bare minimum, but they don't have anything else as it stands at the moment. They have had a slow supply of potions and potion materials coming in. Just add these on here. Potion of healing. 2.
I've added the potions of healing onto Aaron, by the way.
Yeah, I can do it myself. As
Oh,
well.
I already
Oh,
added
done it.
them
Okay,
on for
fine,
you.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't. Have you
Oh.
added 2 more on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I've
Take
just
2
taken
off.
them
Yeah.
off. Yeah, sorry, I'm just adding them on. Potion of healing. And yeah, cool. Potion of healing for Shifty. 2. Cool. You should all have 2 potions of healing. Or 2 more potions of healing. Some of you already had some. But yeah, he leads you through through the palace essentially, down a corridor you guys haven't traveled down before. You've never really had a chance to explore the palace. He hastily tells one of the other guards in the throne room, if anyone asks, I'm busy, I'm not available for the rest of the day. And then just keeps walking and just keeps going. He's got quite a pace about him, kind of making his way through this corridor, and starts to get and comes up to a room at the end of this. You see he pulls a key from a pouch on his side. It looks quite small, quite delicate, but quite intricate in its mechanism. Opens this very thick steel door. You can see. And as it swings open, you just see it's just a staircase that leads downwards. And he goes, turns to the rest of the party. He goes, this is a space in the city that nobody goes to. Barely anyone knows of. So please, not a word of this to anyone. And then he walks down. Just starts walking down the steps. And yeah, I'm assuming you guys follow on, and just start to head down these stairs. It goes almost into like a square circular pattern of like a spiral down. Goes on for a good 5 minutes going down these stairs. Just heavy kind of clanging of armor from Lord McGruff as he walks down ahead of you. You can see he's got this some kind of magical torch that he's holding out, glows with this kind of bluish flame that he's using to light the way, as because this staircase is entirely dark. There is no light being made in the entire space. And as he's making his way down, you can see it's just sheer rock either side, just flat carved rock, no no features or anything. Just heading down and down into the earth. After that 5 minutes of walking, you end up at another door. Larger this time, looks to be two kind of sides to a double door, made of, again, this thick, dark steel, it looks like. He pulls another key out of a pouch, but before he puts any key or anything into the lock, you see he waves this torch over the top of the door frame, and these runes kind of light up along the top. He turns around to the rest of you, goes, just a few added safety measures. Stops nosy people coming down here that shouldn't. Brings the torch back down and the key in the lock at this point. And the doors swing open. And you're at the top of, again, another staircase. This time, the staircase is open on both sides. You are staring down into a pitch black chamber. The entire space, you get about 10-15 feet of dim light in front from the torch, the residual torchlight, before it just fades off into darkness. And it's just black, but you can feel like the cold in the room and the echo of the footsteps as you step onto those steps. It's clearly a large space. Lord McGruff turns to the side of the stairs, and you can see a small, like, plinth or, like, holder of some kind that's just set to the side of these stairs. And he takes that torch and places it into the holder, and you see the blue light on it completely just goes out. And you are in pitch black dark. And then all of a sudden, along the top of the ceiling of this room, you just see these blue bright lights begin to just glow and just start to fill this space. And you keep thinking, oh, that'll be the last one, that'll be the last one. It's not until you have 250 feet or so of this room illuminated with these blue lights that they finally stop lighting. And then they spread out sideways as well to the full width of the room, which is at a guess at least 200 feet wide. And then you start seeing the shimmer, okay, the shine of just mountains and mountains of golden artifacts, silver trinkets piled high down in this room. It is a treasure hoard of, like, numbers you've never even imagined. It's just an enormous mass of wealth. And he looks back to the party and turns to you and he says, I suppose, welcome to the treasure hoard of Israel. And he points to the end, far end of this room, and you can see a few figures moving at the far end. It's far enough away that it's hard to fully see what's going on. There's a large creature of some kind and a few smaller creatures around it that seem to be at the far end of the room, and he gestures and he goes, over there is where it's stored, and it looks like we have company, and I'll get everyone to make a perception check. Pretty please.
Oh. It's lit, right, this room?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, lit straight away, yeah, cool, just double checking. So I would have pulled out my thing otherwise. Oh dear.
Oh, wow. Only one person left to save us. Erin, you got this, right? Apparently not. Okay. Well, Ellie has the best result. Everyone's a bit taken aback by, I guess, the literal hoard of treasure you can see down here. it's no shock now as to how they were able to pay you so handsomely for your seemingly small-ish task of bringing a crown to the city. This place is wealth beyond imagine, beyond imagination. It's incredible. Ellie, you do see perhaps a little more detail than the others of these things at the far end of the room. It's hard to say, or it's hard to see purely because of how far away they are. You do think you see that large creature has more than 2 legs. It seems to be walking around on a 4, 6, maybe 8 legs. It's hard to tell from this distance. It's definitely not regular, like humanoid shape, and it is larger. You would assume from even taking into account the distance, it's larger than a standard humanoid body would be. And yeah, Lord McGruff turns to the group and says, "These creatures have come for it. We need to remove them. They cannot be allowed to leave this hall." And draws this long sword from his side. You can see as he draws it out of this sheath, it begins to glow with like a faintly white blue kind of light. Points it towards these creatures and just starts charging towards them. What do the rest of you do, I suppose?
I will follow him very slowly.
Yep. I will grip my my staff and make an anime pose.
Yes. Do the Naruto run.
I'm gonna make it look like
Oh,
I'm
yeah, that
running, but
actually
I'm
would-
only going half pace.
Well, to be fair, half pace, like normal pace for you, Shifty, is like slower than everyone else's normal pace. It's literally half pace compared to Scritch, so.
Yeah. I it's only 45 feet
Oh,
actually.
it's only 45, so we round up, it's fine.
Actually, yeah, I'm 25.
It
Yeah,
gets to 50 soon, I think. Maybe
Yeah.
next level or something.
I think it is. It goes up, doesn't it?
Wait, do you have to have proficiency in a shield to use it?
You can use it without proficiency. You gain disadvantage on a number of things if you don't have proficiency. I believe my memory serves me
Okay.
correct there.
I won't. I was gonna use a shield, but I won't then.
No, I think as a rogue, you're not really probably shield worthy.
Yeah. Not worth the shield.
Oh,
Well, the shield's not
Yeah.
worth you.
that's correct. That's correct. So, I guess I'll just follow him.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna stop us there purely because one, it's
Cliffhanger.
10-2 and it's that's seeming like the start of something, and two because then hopefully we'll have Cody back and it makes combat a little bit more balanced to have your tank in the party.
Yeah.
So less likely for me to accidentally kill one of you with unbalanced combat. So obviously we're not playing next week because festival, so it'll be the week after.
Okay.
And I'm performing there.
Are you?
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
it'll be fun.
Good luck.
On a side note, this room was my secret note before the campaign.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Shifty
Nice.
started the campaign with the clue that there was a secret hoard underneath Israel full of treasure.
Nice.
Jake, I was trying to point out that we finished our game of Great Western Trail now.